Camera shake.
First the honeymoon, now a weekend in the country. Your life's pretty much the tits.
Except for the house guests.
What? That wasn't rude.
You were fine up to the tits.
Actually, I've always liked that expression. You don't hear it much anymore.
Wait, Richard's usually good for a few items that shouldn't be said at all.
Jerk. The guy's tailgating me with high beams on.
No, honey, it's just the two headlights.
They're the high-low kind, they've got to be. Look how bright they are, ass.
Fred told me you're working on a screenplay together.
Between fights.
Vera and I basically have zero respect for each other, so we figured we'd be partners.
Why do people do this?
Well, he is pretty close.
We could be towing him, for God's sake. But, okay, here's Route 8. So, oh, terrific.
Maybe you are towing him.
Oh, sweetie, don't let it bother you.
Personally, as an actor, I'm very comfortable being bathed in light. Of course, it only seems to happen in the backseat of cars these days, which is why I've been reduced to writing a screenplay.
Down, Simba.
Skating dangerously close to self-pity, am I? What the hell? That's what weekends are for. So how come you're still Baumgartner?
Here we go, off to the races.
Am I being rude?
No.
Then what's the story? You're not a Barnes kind of girl?
I married Fred, not his name.
I was wondering about that too.
Why don't you ask her how her last pap meal went while you're at it?
What does this idiot want?
What any idiot wants, probably. No brainer. Job, comfy den, maybe in the country, a wife to bore.
Have you ever been married?
Not to the right person.
Either time.
Well, hell, all the keepers end up with friends.
If they're lucky.
Or figure that's as lucky as they're gonna get. Fuck off. Oh, back off.
Christ, you met the woman less than 2 hours ago. Can't you keep the conversation neutral to at least get out of Connecticut? Talk about the weather, or pets.
How about bad movies? We can all agree on some of those.
Beautiful day, wasn't it? I saw an Airedale outside Zabar's with a parrot on its back.
What was that one called? Oh yeah, Dying's Easy.
You saw that? God, nobody else did, not even the producer.
Vera.
Dying's easy. Sitting through it's impossible.
Couple of goddamn sadists. It was a fucking job.
And you figured that was as lucky as you were going to get?
Jesus God!
You've still got company, huh?
Chill, Freddie. You're getting that old I'm a goner look. I've seen it every week for the last 2 years, but your hubby's a terrier. Mark my word, the day is going to come when he does beat me at racquetball.
Then what will you do? Find a new partner?
Hell no, I love Fred. He's everything I'm not. Polite, reasonable, employed. The man's a pussycat. Not to mention a totally open book. With Fred Barnes, what you see is what's really there.
Honey, forget the car. We'll get to the house whether there's an asshole on our tail or not. Excuse me.
Hey, there's an asshole on everybody's tail.
She's sure got one behind her.
That's another thing. By now, most guys would have hit the gas and lost this prick. Not Fred. Nope. He's got his way of doing things, and that's that. Right now he's driving, which means he'd rather cross the whole damn country with his moron on his butt than do anything different.
I swear I didn't want this to happen.
It must go to pieces if the magazine section is missing from the Sunday Times.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I just wish you'd shut up.
Fine, no problem. You know why people don't like me?
Absolutely.
It's because they can't stand me reminding them of the one thing I care about above all others.
Yourself.
The truth! It's too tough to swallow and too dangerous to bring up. God forbid somebody has to deal with a point-blank shot of honesty, or an audience does. That's why the hell I'm not working.
Maybe you're just not talented enough.
That's bullshit.
Have you seen Dying's Easy?
No, no, no!
God damn it, Fred, would you please?
Ah, now I get it. You know, I could never figure out why after 40 some odd Thursday nights of racquetball, Fred never asked me to come meet his new fiancée. But it just hit me. He was afraid.
Oh, Lord.
Afraid I'd stir you up, get you thinking about stuff best left tucked away.
Like what?
The life you really wanted?
Are all actors like this?
The ones who can't get work are.
What did you dream about when you were a kid? Growing up and finding a guy who'd fall apart when he was tailgated? I don't think so.
Gee, this ought to be a terrific weekend.
You want heat? Light? Size? Something new to reach for all the time, even if you can't get your hand around it? I know, because that's how I am. But you know what the difference is between us?
She's a human being.
I'm still grabbing at the world. You're settling for that cozy den, and a guy who'll sit in it.
I love Fred.
Huh? What?
Then you're in great shape, because this is exactly how the ride's going to be for the next 40 years. Smooth and steady and way too slow for people with the brains.
Nice work.
Damn you!
Will you stop it?
It's them!
What, in the car behind us?
Who else can it be? Someone's just happened to take 9G, Route 8 and Marconi Road at the same time I did? No.
Are you saying this car's following us?
Following, chasing. It doesn't really make much difference how you put it.
You're nuts. Who'd chase you?
Them.
Fred, you're scaring me. Why would people be after you?
Because of what I did.
Relax. They don't stick goon squads on people for having overdue library books.
I didn't go to my Aunt Gussie's cottage in Vermont last summer. I was in Marseille.
France?
And Tangiers. I was helping a friend, but something went wrong.
Christ, this sounds like something out of our goddamn screenplay.
All I had to do was pick up a package and drop it off someplace.
Package? What was in it?
I don't know, money, maybe drugs. They never told me what I was carrying.
Never told you. Is this some kind of regular gig?
Since 1980. No, 81. I remember it was just after I got my Sears card.
Jesus.
You got paid and all?
They treated me like royalty. They really did. First class flights, 5-star hotels, always. And after, when they handed me my money, they'd say, "Thank you so much, Mr. Barnes." And I think that's why I kept doing it. I like how it felt being Mr. Barnes.
Mr. Barnes. What happened in Marseille?
The delivery was supposed to be at a bakery. The back door, in an alleyway. Only nobody answered when I knocked. When I turned around, there were 2 kids standing there. I mean, kids. They were built like a couple of Mike Tysons, but, you know, still, they were really only kids.
Who ripped you off?
No, that's just it. I fought back, and I killed one of them.
Get the fuck out of here.
It wasn't a plan. I didn't hate the boy. I mean, my hands ended up on his throat, though, and I squeezed, and I kept squeezing till his tongue flopped out, and his slobber was all over my sleeve. And when I let go, he dropped like a sack of sand. Finished.
This is better than our screenplay.
Wait a minute. How do you know the jerk-off wasn't just passed out?
I know.
How?
I smashed his skull with a brick.
Fred!
Where'd you get the brick?
The other kid got away.
And told his people, who obviously found these people, who found me, or found us.
What's this us crap? You're the Marseille Strangler.
But you're with him.
My God!
I think I'm definitely going to throw up.
Hold it. This is bullshit. Fred Barnes, drug mule to the stars, barehanded killer. Come on, this is the guy who can't win a stinking racquetball game in 2 years, for Christ's sake.
I think it could have happened.
Okay, even if it did, we're supposed to believe that out of all the cars in the world, this one's got the bad guys in it? No, sorry. I don't buy it.
Honey, Puffton Lane.
Okay, so Fred turns the wheel sharply. Everyone looks behind them. And a moment later, the light floods the interior.
Stop the car! Stop the goddamn car!
You'd be dead before your shoe touched the ground.
You had to keep hogging him to invite us up to the country, didn't you, moron, idiot?
Fred, what are we gonna do? The driveway's just over this hill.
I know.
The driveway? Fuck the driveway, just go, drive!
We'll never be able to outrun these people.
You're gonna fight them?
What else is there?
That's it, see ya, goodbye.
Shit!
Some surprise, huh? I'm sorry.
There's the driveway.
I do know I love you, right? Okay, come on, you sons of bitches.
They kept going.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. And now they turn their bright lights on.
Well, I've shot myself.